In 1993, the internet became public. Around 2004 and 2005, we experienced Web 2.0 with the rise of social media websites. But now, on the horizon is the next evolution of the internet. It obliterates social norms and culture amongst humanity. It merges what you know to be the future of technology into an experience that replaces the world around you with a layer of pixels that draws humanity into the matrix. A world of pure imagination where you are not who you are, but who we experience you as behind a screen name in an avatar disguise. A place where digital currency has no national boundaries and computer-made entities become friends, guides, assistants, and protectors. Sapiens, we are living in a deja vu moment of time before smartphones changed how humans interacted with one another and the world around them. So do we now take stride towards the dawn of a new age, and an age where we are born twice, once upon flesh and thereafter upon code. The age I speak of is the age of freedom and autonomy. It is the age of the All right, Sapiens, this is something I'm really excited about because it's the whole reason why I created this YouTube channel. I wanted to be able to inform you on new technology before it came out and became mainstream. And this is one of those times that I get to talk about or educate or just expose you to something that is on the horizon to being real. So let's go back in time for a second. First of all, this is a virtual reality headset on my head, if you were wondering. If you remember, on May 19th, my birthday, I released my first YouTube video, which was called Digital Frontiers. And in that video, I talked about how in the future, how we could interact with virtual reality, what that would mean, what we would do if we were in virtual reality interacting with our peers. Well, during that same time that I came out with that video, there was a lot of interest in something called a NFT. And if you never heard of an NFT, it's like a cryptocurrency, but it's a digital asset in the form of art or trading cards, or CryptoKitties was a large NFT that was very popular and a lot of people were buying and investing in them. Well, the unique thing about NFTs is if you have a digital asset that lives on the blockchain, then it becomes something that has unique value and ownership. Ownership is the most important part of that, because what that means is, unlike other digital products that go on the internet, with an NFT, if I were to create an NFT trading card and sell it, it would have my unique signature on the back of that NFT so that no one else could forge it, copy it, or sell it as if it's mine. We're always gonna know where that original NFT comes from and which one is the real NFT from me. So that's what's really important about NFTs. So what happens is, as virtual reality became more popular and this NFT project got more exposure, then there was potential possibilities of the two merging. And why that is so big is because now if you're a brand or if you're a company, you don't have to worry about counterfeit digital assets being sold through virtual reality, being claimed it's yours, but it's something they made to counterfeit you so they can make money off your intellectual property, if that makes sense. Brands now, with the NFT technology, have the ability to, let's just use Warner Brothers as an example. They can create Dumbledore's wand from Harry Potter, and they can sell it in virtual reality to a player. And this player will be the only person in all of virtual reality that has the wand of Dumbledore. And it can be proven that that is the actual wand of Dumbledore from Warner Brothers, which gives it a lot of value. So not only because it's limited qualities does the value go up, but also because there's a signature connected to that wand that says, Warner Brothers made this. This is official. Now, that's big, because if that player decides to sell that wand to make a little extra cash because they no longer want it attached to their avatar in virtual reality, then Warner Brothers still gets a cut of that sell, and that now opens the door for companies and brands to trust putting their intellectual property in virtual space in a digital world without being worried about losing money or having their intellectual property ripped off or forged or counterfeited. So what we're seeing is now this potential interest in the overall mecca of virtual reality, which is the metaverse. And to keep it simple, to keep it low level, all the metaverse is, it's a virtual reality space that contains virtual worlds within it. Think of it like this. If you were on Facebook and you went to a Harry Potter page, and then you just went to a Batman page, and then you decided you wanted to watch Family Guy, so you went to a Family Guy page. Well, you don't have to leave Facebook. All of those interactions and experiences are still on the same platform. And that's big. That's very huge. So I'm super excited, but let's go deeper into it, because I mentioned Facebook. Well, of course, Facebook always has their hand in something. Facebook has been very vocal about making this metaverse thing a reality. Not necessarily owning the metaverse, but wanting to invest in the worlds that will be within the metaverse. So let's talk about Facebook and another company that is talking about making this metaverse thing a reality. So Facebook, the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, came out in a recent interview and said, we will effectively transition from people seeing us as primarily being a social media company to being a metaverse company. And how I translated this when he gave this interview was, he's not looking to build or own the metaverse, but just contribute to building out the infrastructure within the metaverse. And what that means is that Facebook can go to creating digital real estate in the virtual world. We may be going into the metaverse and see a dance club that is owned by Facebook, or a co-working space that is owned by Facebook. Facebook can then create these services within the metaverse that scales on their products that they offer. So they won't just be a Facebook.com social media site, but they can create a world within the metaverse that we can explore and just help contribute to the infrastructure overall within the metaverse. But Facebook isn't going to be the only company that is looking to have a hand in building or aiding in the building of the metaverse. There's a large gaming company called Epic Games. You may not have heard of Epic Games, but you have heard of their most popular game, which is Fortnite.
It's the online game that has fans in a frenzy. Fortnite's objective? Players in the game's free Battle Royale version join teams and battle up to 100 others to be the last person standing. The multiplayer melee drawing comparisons to blockbuster franchise The Hunger Games.
Fortnite has over 345 million users playing the game. That's more people than the entire population of the United States. So they're essentially their own country. So you can see how a metaverse could be possible here. But the CEO wants to raise $1 billion, or has effectively at this point in time raised $1 billion to create a metaverse. And this is what he said in a recent interview, that their investment will help accelerate the work around building connected social experiences for Fortnite, Rocket League, Fall Guys, and their other catalog of games. So Fortnite will be the center of this metaverse, and you'll be able to go from world to world, similar to what happened in the movie Ready Player One with the Fortnite brand and all the other games that Epic Games, the company, owns. And this is just the calm before the storm, guys. Understand that there are going to be other companies looking to carve their way into this opportunity, this new opportunity of digital land in the metaverse. We're going to see entrepreneurs trying to get their worlds in the metaverse. We're going to see companies trying to get their brands in the metaverse. Like I talked about earlier, how now companies can have their brands be items that you equip to your avatar. We're going to see all that. And it's such a new opportunity. I would love to compare it to when iPhones first came out. Remember when iPhones first came out and we downloaded those apps that were absolutely horrible to today's standard of apps? I'm talking about the apps where if you blew on the screen, the flame on your screen would go out. Or if you tilted your phone's orientation, then the phone will pour something out. Or maybe the one that I remember most plainly is the flashlight app. That there was a flashlight button on the screen, and when you tap the on button on the flashlight, because we didn't have these flashlights on the back of our phone, the screen would light up as your flashlight. Now, I want you guys to remember that was innovation back in the day, and we're going to see those same type of innovations when the metaverse is first released. We're going to see people just getting their spot, putting their stamp or their flag, so to speak, digital flag in the ground to claim that they had a part in helping build the new infrastructure of the metaverse. And then that will inspire the next wave of innovation within the metaverse. Just like when our attention was set on television, and then after that, our attention was on computer screens, and then from there to mobile devices, next, our attention will be within these virtual reality headsets. We'll have meetings in the verse. We'll watch blockbuster films in the verse. We'll even engage socially in the verse with people who we've only met in virtual reality, but not in the real world. And in the metaverse, we'll be able to experience boundless worlds, or worlds with a cost. We'll see money move faster than ever before as we exchange goods and services amongst each other using cryptocurrencies. And we'll join tribes and communities that have similar interests to our own of people around the world. There'll be two lives that we live. One in the digital world, and then one in the real world. It's really, really exciting to really think that we are on the brink of a new technological advancement, one that we have never experienced before. And for those of us that grew up watching movies like Tron or The Matrix, it's gonna be an experience of a lifetime. Maybe you'll be the one. Maybe I'll be the one. Red pill or blue pill. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's going to allow us to be the best versions of ourselves or if it's gonna bring out the worst in humanity. All I know is that whatever happens, I can't wait. I'm super excited for the metaverse. Until next time, Sapiens. See you later.